Perfect. Oh, hello friend. I didn't see you there. How did you get in my apartment? Why don't you get comfortable? We're gonna be painting a nice little picture today. Get out, I'm calling the police. I had a lot of fun with my last painting video, so I thought I'd do another one, because it's my channel and I'm gonna do what I wanna do. My birthday is next Friday, and today I thought I would paint my most memorable birthday that I will never forget, even if I wanted to. Today's portrait is titled The Red Blinking Light. But before we get started, I'd just like to thank YouTube for sending me this special plaque presented to Sam Khan for passing 1,144 subscribers. This is really awesome. I can't wait to hang this up. Anytime I do a paint video, I'm gonna wear this little bear beanie so you know it's a paint video. So this is a paint video. So I know it's been a recurring bit for me to not figure out the green screen, but I did figure it out, so I'm gonna put some woods in the background so it's kind of nice to look at while we do the painting. And peaceful woods. So depending on when you're watching this or when I posted this, my birthday is actually April 1st. Yes, I was born on April Fool's Day. Ha ha ha, make fun of me. Anyway, I was born on April 1st, 1986. I was an April Fool baby. So growing up, I always had people trying to prank me on my birthday. It's funny having my birthday because anytime I tell somebody that, they don't think I'm serious. And I mean, I get it, but I also don't at all. It's just a weird thing to lie about as a joke. Like if birthdays come up for some reason in a conversation and everyone's like, oh, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? November 20th. Oh, October 29th. April 1st. Really? April Fool's Day? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe people just get kind of excited because it's not a common birthday. I've only met like 2 people with my birthday in my entire life. As an April Fool baby, you always have to be skeptical on your own birthday. Anytime I get a message and it's like, hey man, happy birthday, sorry I can't hang out tonight, I'm in the hospital. I broke my arm on your birthday. On April Fool's Day. So if you're actually experiencing a really terrible event in your life, you gotta wait to the next day to tell me, I'm sorry. Growing up, my dad loved to mess with me on my birthday, and I'm pretty sure he planned it out so that I would be born on April 1st. I don't know how he did it, but he did it. I mean, I know how he did it. Him and my mom, I don't know how they, he got a real kick out of having a son born on April 1st. My Uncle Jeff really liked it too because it was a way for him to weasel out of getting me an actual gift for pretty much my entire childhood. See, what Uncle Jeff would do is he would wrap up a cardboard box, an empty cardboard box, and give it to me as the gift. I would open it, nothing inside. There's nothing in here. April Fools, buddy, I have your real gift in the car. It's actually not wrapped up yet. I'll give it to you next time, huh? And then he wouldn't. He started doing this when I was like 9 or 10, and I would see him probably once a month, and every time he'd just be like, I'm really sorry, I forgot your gift is in the car, I just gotta wrap it. He'd keep this up through like August, and I'd just be like, hey man, just go get it. I don't care if it's not wrapped, like, I sure hope it wasn't a puppy. Anyway, I'm immune to pranks. You can't get me now. It doesn't matter. Don't even bother. My friends now send me these anti-birthday messages where they don't even bother. Hey Sam, happy birthday. I'm in the hospital. I broke my leg. Hey Sam, happy birthday. Guess what? I'm in prison right now. All right, thanks buddy. On April 1st, 1998, on my 12th birthday, I went to school. It was a day just like any other, except it was my birthday, and I was having a pretty good day up until history class. My history teacher, Miss Boffman, was a very scary woman. The thing that was scary about Miss Boffman is she had 2 emotions. Very, very angry, or the sweetest woman you ever met. Nothing in between. One or the other. That's all you got with Miss Boffman. Like I said, I'm having a pretty good day. People know it's my birthday. Happy birthday, Sam. Thank you so much. I don't know if kids still do it, but I got like a candy necklace wreath thing. A good time. I was excited for my birthday dinner that weekend. I had some friends I invited. I also invited my crush, Carolyn. If you're watching, hi Carolyn. People say I look like Christopher Maloney now, so I don't know. I don't see it. I'm 12 years old. I don't have any real stressors in my life. I'm a 12-year-old. I'm having a good time. Right when we get into Miss Boffman's class, she announces that we are taking a practice test because we have a real test the following day. On this day, my day of birth, Miss Boffman was having a mean day. Very snippy, super impatient with everybody not getting their privacy boards out soon enough. She used to call us ding-dongs. I don't know if you can still say that to a kid today, but back in 1998, she was calling us left and right. I'm not too familiar with YouTube rules. I don't know if I can say or not, so at the time, we were learning about Egyptian gods. Anubis, Isis, Horus. Learned about the mummification process where they did that, wrote our names out in hieroglyphics, just learning about the Egyptian gods. Now, I was a very good student. I wasn't a smart student, but I was a good one. I was very shy. I never got into a fight. Okay, I got into one fight in 2nd grade with Mark Kassler. Here's what happened. We're in line for tetherball, right? I'm standing there. I am standing right there. I am next in line. Who comes up? Mark Kassler, out of nowhere, just left field. Oh, I guess we're cutting in line now, Mark. Hey, buddy, you can't cut in line. Yeah, I can. You can't. And then all the other kids around, you know how they all go, ooh? Yeah, they all did that. Ooh. Which in child talk means somebody better fight soon because we just did the ooh, and you better fight. So what did Mark do? He pulled my hair. I retaliated by scratching him. He countered by scratching me back. Then I pulled his hair. And if you watch the video where I read my 1st grade journal, Miss McDonald broke up the fight. God bless you, Miss McDonald, because I was about to lay Mark out. So that was the only fight I was ever in. I wouldn't even call it a fight. It was just like scratch, hair pull, and then, hey, you two, stop doing that. I was that kid where when I got my clothespin moved down to like the yellow or the red face, all the other kids kind of like looked back at me like, what did you do? Why did you do that? I was a good boy. We're taking our pre-map test when Miss Boffman suddenly yells, Sam Con, what are you doing? I didn't even say anything. I just looked at her like stunned, like what? Are you gonna cheat on tomorrow's test too? I'm kind of looking around like, is everybody else seeing this? Cause what? I go, oh, I'm not cheating. Oh really? What do you call looking at your neighbor's paper then? I wasn't looking at their paper. Are you talking back to me? No, I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking at their paper, I promise. Take your test and get out of my classroom right now. You are going to Miss Boyd's room. And then guess who started crying right away? Me, the birthday boy. Because I knew for a fact I wasn't cheating, and that's what upset me. I got the quiver lip, I'm just like, I'm freaking out, I'm like, I don't know what to do, this is the worst birthday ever. I walk over to Miss Boyd's class, who is our 6th grade science teacher, so she had a different period of kids in her class. So I go from crying in front of 30 of my peers to another class where I cry in front of 30 more peers. Miss Boyd's class was doing some silent activity, so everybody heard me come in sniffling and crying. I could tell Miss Boyd felt really bad, and she's like, okay, have a seat, just do your test over here. Here's some tissue, calm down. Miss Buffman accused me of... I was so upset. To make things more fun, guess who was in Miss Boyd's class at the time? Yeah, Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. My crush, who would be attending my birthday party in 2 days. Carolyn, some people say I also look like David Harbour a little bit, so... Isn't that funny? I'm trying really hard to gain my composure, but I'm so upset, man. Like, I'm done with the test. I asked Miss Boyd if I can go back, and she's like, no, just stay here. Someone from Miss Boffman's class is gonna get you when she says it's okay. You can read silently or put your head down. So I put my head down because I didn't want anyone to see my face for the rest of my life. Finally, after about a half hour, one of my classmates comes in and motions for me like, hey, you can come back. Miss Boffman gave me some PTSD, so on the way back, I kind of started getting emotional again, and I could feel the tears well up. I get back into Miss Boffman's class, and before I can get to my seat, she yells at me to sit in front of the class on a stool. Why do you think I made you leave the classroom? Uh-oh, time to cry again. So I start crying. Miss Boffman, I promise, I wasn't cheating, I wasn't looking at... I'm hysterical, dude. I'm so upset. Is today your birthday? Uh-huh. Maybe we should sing happy birthday then. Like, what are you doing, lady? And then the entire class starts singing happy birthday as I'm sitting up there crying on my stool. As my eyes dart about the room trying to see if this is a nightmare or not, I see a little tiny red blinking light in the back of the classroom. I recognize that light. That light means my dad is videotaping something. And who slowly rises up from the table he was hiding under the whole time? My dad! The man who loves me! The one who was hiding the whole time and saw me cry! Happy birthday, Samo! Happy birthday to... Oh, it was just an April Fool prank! No harm done! What happened was my dad contacted Miss Boffman and said, hey, Sam's birthday is on Thursday. Let's do a little something for him. I want it to be a surprise though. I'll have to think of something to get him out of the classroom. Stu, I have an idea. I'll tell the kids we're taking a fake test and then I'll accuse Sam of cheating, get him kicked out of the room, and then while he's gone, we'll have all the kids make him birthday cards. And that's what they did. They pranked me. So while I was crying in Miss Boyd's room, all the students made me birthday cards. Does anybody know what Sam likes? What he's into? And to be honest, I really wasn't into anything but movies. Movies and video games. I never skateboarded, I didn't surf, I didn't care to ride bikes. I just kind of loved video games and movies. I'm gonna put some tears here on my face because it was an emotional day for me. My birthday. It gets better, Sam. It doesn't. So while I was out of the classroom, my dad told all the students my favorite things. Psycho, Back to the Future, Jaws, and Rocky. Because we were learning about Egypt, one of the students made me a crown to wear. I don't know the name, but it's the one that kind of looks like a bowling pin a little bit. They made me a crown for my birthday. So the student walks up and gives me the crown and a birthday card, which was very, very sweet. And I look at it and it's a shark and it's like, happy birthday, Sam, from Gabriel or whatever. Gabriel goes back to his seat and right when he does, Allison gets up and walks over and presents me with a card. Happy birthday, Sam. Oh wow, a boxer. Oh, is that Rocky? Oh wow, thanks. Allison sits down and then Michael gets up. Happy birthday, Sam. Presents me with a card. As a shy person who hates attention, having all 30 of my classmates come up individually and hand me a birthday card was just put me in a sarcophagus. Now you have to remember, this is 1998, so everybody in the class didn't have a cell phone. And also, these are 12-year-olds, so a majority of them probably didn't see Psycho or Jaws or even Rocky, maybe Back to the Future, but the rest probably not. So some of the cards just said like, hey Sam, happy birthday, Rocky. I don't know if my dad tried to explain to the kids what a DeLorean was, but like there was just DeLorean attempts. Oh, you know what? I gotta give myself the little crown. The little, yeah. There we go. Perfect. It looks like one of those dunce caps. You know, I felt like a dunce that day. Can you imagine trying to explain to a 12-year-old who has never heard of Psycho? Hey, so your classmate really likes this movie where this guy is a woman and he thinks he's his mother because he has like a mental disorder, and there's a very famous shower scene. Anyway, Sam will love it. Just draw a woman in a shower and a guy like. So those are the cards that I got. What sucked about it is I didn't know all my classmates very well, so a lot of them probably were like, this guy sucks. My birthday was last week and we just got to go to recess early. We have to make birthday cards for this guy? Make way for King Sam. But then again, everyone was probably stoked that we didn't really have to do like class that day, so. My paintings have kind of an unintentional cult looking vibe. Like, what is this? These are supposed to be funny stories. Traumatic to me, but funny to anybody else. It's just horrifying, really. You know, I can't decide which memory was worse. I'm leaning towards this one just because I was a lot younger, but this one was pretty bad. I forgot to include Miss Boffman. I think I'm gonna do an abstract interpretation of what I think about Miss Boffman. Now, remember what I said, she was either really, really sweet or she wasn't. And on this day, she wasn't. So I gotta draw it like I see it. All right, we got her head there. She was a tall, thin woman, probably a volleyball player back in her day. I'd estimate the late 1800s. Can a ghoul put their hands on their hips? You know what? It's my painting, so yes. Is today your birthday? All right, and then she had blonde hair. I should wait for this to dry, but this is already terrible, so I don't care. Give her some beautiful yellow eyes. I can almost hear her just by looking at this picture. Sam Khan, what are you doing? All right, I'm not 100% sure what this thing is. I think it's to just kind of do a background, so I'm gonna attempt that. I just don't want everybody to look like they're floating, except Miss Boffman, of course, because that's what ghouls do. Okay, this is kind of nice. I think this is what this thing is for. Just to put something in the background. I really do want to get better at painting, so this is great practice for me to do terrible starting out, and then eventually I think I'll do pretty good. What's crazy is I don't think I ever told anybody this story. I think the only people that know are myself and my classmates and my dad, but he died, so he can't tell anybody. Oh, and then Miss Boyd's class, of course, they all saw, but I don't think they knew what happened. They just saw me crying, so that's good. I think, are you supposed to do a background first? This is just really difficult to go around everything. In case anybody is wondering why the camera is so big, my dad had one of those camcorders that you had to put on your shoulder because it was about 800 pounds. It was the one that you put a VHS tape in, and it had like 90 buttons on the side, and then it actually had a microphone in it, and it was just a big bulky thing. And now you can record somebody with your phone and, like, you know, be discreet, but with this thing, it looked like a rocket launcher. It's so funny because he tried to be stealthy with this and like record school plays even though we told him not to. So you would be up on stage and you would look out and see this tiny red blinking light, and then you would see him holding it like aiming a bazooka at you. At the time you hate him for it, but then as you grow older you learn to kind of appreciate it, so thank you, Dad, for traumatizing me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these paintings. I feel like I shouldn't throw them away, but then I don't wanna hang them up. See, I wanna be able to sleep at night and not have nightmares. All right, Samuel Nathaniel Khan. I hope I have a nice birthday next week for his sake. All right, that was it. My last video was incredibly stressful, so I wanted to do something nice and stress-free. I know that sounds crazy, but this actually, I enjoy painting. I think I really like doing this. I think having the subject matter be a little traumatic will be a nice contrast to the calming sense of painting. I still don't know what I'm doing exactly. I think I want to have a painting video every other video, because like I said, I do enjoy doing this, and I think it's kind of therapeutic to paint out these not good times in my life. And as a side note, I don't have to tell you things suck right now, so as a birthday wish, please don't do like mean pranks on people. It's hard to be alive today, so just, you know, don't mess around with like pregnancy stuff or gender identity. Just whoopee cushions and hey, you've got something on your shirt type stuff. Just do that for me, for my birthday. That's all I want. All right, that was it. Until next time.